Hello, this is Anthony Peterson, broker owner of AMP Properties, Inc. This is a message to my agents that work here with me at AMP, and I compiled the things that I've learned over the last couple of years doing the transactions I've been doing, the investments I've been making, and I've compiled about 30 things, 30 life lessons that I've learned, and I'm going to go through them real quick, just so you can understand the mindset it takes to be successful. So the first, and a couple of them are strategies, but most of them are psychological, your psychology, your mindset. 80% is psychology, 20% strategy. So here we go. The first one I learned is never use a private escrow company. Always use a nationally recognized title and escrow company. Okay? There's too much wiggle room for fraud and for stuff to happen, and it caused a lot of pain and anguish for me and my family. Never use a private escrow company. That's more of a strategy. Always use a nationally recognized title company. Always have a plan B, C, D, E, F, and all the way to Z, because you never know what happens. You never know what's going to take place. You always have to have a plan B, C, D, E, and F to make sure you're fully committed to get it done. Because when things happen and your plan doesn't work, what goes on? You can't quit. We can't afford to quit. You have to always keep moving forward. So you have to have plan A, B, C, D in full effect, always being one step ahead of the issues that might come about. Okay, so plan ahead. Stay calm. You have to keep control of your emotions. You have to stay calm. That's a big one. And that goes into my next one. It's not personal. It's just business. So stay calm. It's just business. Okay, it's not personal. Everyone's looking out for their best interests. Okay, so you have to stay calm. It's not personal. It's just business. Number 5, have a team of attorneys on your side. Okay, here at AMP Properties, we have an attorney on retainer. We have our legal backing. We have our E&O insurance. But you need to have someone else is always attorneyed up. You know, everyone else has their legal counsel. Okay, so you need to have making sure that you have your legal counsel teamed up and working for you, not against you. Okay, those who persevere will produce fruit. Okay, you have to persevere. You can't just quit when one leaf falls off the branch. Okay, if the sun's not shining down on your back 24/7, you can't get discouraged. Okay, those who persevere will produce fruits. You have to keep going. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice relationships to get you where you're going. Okay, sometimes the people around you are the ones holding you back. Okay, you have to change your peer group to change your status. You have to change your standards, your peer group, to get you where you want to go. So sometimes you have to give up some relationships to get you where you want to go. You will find that your income will grow exponentially if you change your peer group to folks that are earning more money. So get around people that are making more money than you, and you'll start making more money. It's just you become a creature of habit. Okay, so you become who your environment is. So you got to sometimes cut off the people that aren't serving you. Okay, so you might have to sacrifice some relationships to get you where you want to go. It's tough decisions to make, but you got to cut the cord. Hold on to your vision. You have to hold on to your vision. That's number 8. Hold on to your vision. Okay, see it happening. Have faith that it's going to work, and your vision will pull it into reality. Despite all the stuff that's going around, despite all your circumstances, you have to hold on to your vision. Hold on to what you want. Okay, keep those goals in your forefront. Okay, create that abundance in your life by having that vision of what you're worth and what you're going after. Okay, keep that in your mind and in the forefront. When all the negativity is swirling around you, your vision, if you're committed to it, will pull it in. You will pull it into existence. Okay. Number 9 is you have to lead yourself first. You can't be a leader if you cannot lead yourself. So become a leader of yourself first. Lead yourself. Then you can lead your family. Then you can lead your business. Then you can lead your clients. Then you can lead your projects. But you have to be able to lead yourself first. That's number 1. Number 10, you have to stay faithful in the face of all the doubters. Okay? Because all the naysayers, and that's part of the reason why you got to cut the ties and sacrifice some relationships, because you're going to have all kinds of naysayers and all kinds of doubters telling you what you can and can't do. But you have to stay faithful for what you want. You have to stay faithful that you can do it no matter what, and that it will happen. Okay? Even if it takes 2, 3, 5 years to do it, you have to stay faithful. Okay? No matter what all the doubters are saying, you have to stay faithful. Because if you're not faithful in yourself and what you want, people are waiting around to watch you fail. That's what they're trying to pull you down because their life sucks. Okay? They're trying to pull you down, so you have to stay faithful. Number 11 is you will need to put yourself on the line. You have to get yourself uncomfortable. You have to get yourself out of your little comfort zone, out of your little box. You have to put yourself on the line. It forces yourself to come through. Okay? Sometimes I hear people say, "Oh, it's not the results, it's the process." Please. If it wasn't the result you were after, there'd be no process. Okay? So you have to focus on your results. Putting yourself on the line makes you focus on the results and be results oriented. Because in the end, without results, you're just going to wallow in the mire. You're going to sink in the quicksand. Okay? So you have to put yourself on the line, no matter what. Be willing to put yourself on the line. Okay? Number 12 is you need to have an outlet for the stress. Okay? Because stress will come when you're uncomfortable, when you're powering through and getting to where you want to go. It's not easy. Otherwise, everyone would be rich. Okay? You have to have an outlet for the stress. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. Do exercise. Okay? Spend time with your kids. Do whatever you got to do. Read, quiet time, whatever your outlet might be. Go to nature. Okay? Go fishing. Find a hobby. Do something that you can invest some personal time in yourself and recharge your batteries. You have to have an outlet for the stress, because if you're burning the candle at both ends, you're just going to fizzle out. Okay? So you have to have an outlet for the stress. Number 13, never stop moving. Never stop moving. Momentum builds momentum. Okay? The hardest thing to do is to push that rock the first couple weeks. When you want to put a lever under a boulder and you're going to crank it down and get that boulder moving, the hardest thing to do is get it to move the first few feet. And so that's why you can never stop moving. You have to always keep pushing the needle. Never stop moving. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You have to never stop moving. And that goes about not quitting. Okay? Number 14, delays don't always mean denials. Okay? God's delays aren't God's denials. Okay? I uncovered so many delays. I came across a bazillion delays. So many people were telling me, just give up, go get a job. Okay, go work for someone else. And you know what? Those delays were not my denials. And I knew it. I had faith. I didn't quit. I stayed faithful. I persevered. Okay? These are the things you have to do. I put myself on the line. Okay? The delays are not necessarily denials. You're 3 feet from gold, guys. 3 feet from gold. You have to keep pushing forward. Okay? You will need to adjust your plans and timing. This is number 15. We're halfway through. You're going to have to need to adjust your plans and your timing. Not everything goes according to plan. You have to sometimes adjust your strategies, adjust your approach. Okay? And sometimes that causes delays. But again, it's not the denial. Perpetual motion. Okay? Success isn't a straight line. Okay? Sometimes you got to go perpetual motion. Zig and zag. Sometimes you might have to take a couple steps back so you can take 10 steps forward. Okay? So really, you have to be flexible on your timing and your plans. Of course, you map it out and you go with your best intentions, but if that plan doesn't work, what are you going to do? Like when a kid's learning how to walk, how many times do they fall down before you say, you know what, just going to get you a wheelchair? You never do. They keep falling and falling until you know it's 1 step, then 2 steps, 3 steps. And then by the time they're 1.5 years, they're running all around driving you crazy. Okay? So a kid never quits until they start walking. So that's you adjust your plan and your timing. Okay? You have to be flexible. Number 16, being flexible is a must. Being flexible is an absolute must. Okay? Because what happens to a skyscraper in the wind if it's 100% rigid? They build those things that have buoyancy in the wind. It would just tumble down. It'd be a house of cards. Okay? House of cards is not flexible. Once you pull the bottom out, it all falls. So you have to be flexible. Flexibility is a lot of times the key to success. Okay? So you have to be flexible. Number 17, don't forget to breathe. Oxygen. Deep breath. Take a deep breath. Clear your mind. Get your thoughts in order. Don't forget to breathe. Oxygen is life, okay? Don't forget to breathe. Take a deep breath. Stay calm. It helps you go back to number 3. Stay calm, okay? Chill. Take a deep breath. It will work out. Stay faithful, okay? Don't forget to breathe. Number 18, be certain it's going to happen. If it's up to me, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Be certain it's going to happen, okay? Whatever your goals and dreams are, you have to be certain it's going to happen. Be certain. Forget about the doubts. There's no doubts. Even if it looks so far away and the silver lining is so far away, the light at the end of the tunnel is barely a little speck. You have to be certain, okay? Be certain. Have that self-confidence to know no matter what, you're going to get it done. You got to be certain. Number 19, no man is an island. Okay, you're not in this by yourself. You have to build a team around you. That's why you have me, a broker, for your support. Okay, we can hook you up with the right lenders, with the right title people, with the right escrow people. Okay, with the right inspectors. This is a team sport with the right investors. You want to put a deal together? You come to me. We have investors looking for deals all the time. We need 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, whatever. We can make phone calls and put a deal together fairly quickly if it makes sense. Okay? There's always access to funds. So no man is an island. So you got to remember that. And number 20, business is a team sport. I don't do this by myself. I could never do all this by myself. It's impossible. I drive myself crazy. You have to have a team around you. You have to build a team. Okay? Business is a team sport. That's number 20. Number 21, you must control your emotions. I'm the first one to get a little fiery. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Some of you know me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I might say something that's out of context, and I might regret, and that's hurt me in the past. Okay? Take it from me. You got to control your emotions. That's where taking a deep breath comes in. Think before you speak. Okay? Because I could use my words as pointed arrows, giant killers. But I could be an assassin with my words, and it's not good. It hasn't served me well, and I've learned the hard way. So you have to control your emotions. Okay, that's very, very big. Because what happens if you get too emotional, then you start taking things personal, and it goes back up to the top of the list. It's not personal. It's just business. So take your emotions out of it. Okay? Stay calm. Take your emotions out of it. It's not personal. You have to control your emotions. Number 22, you must dust yourself off quickly and get back on the horse. I've taken punches to the stomach. I've taken it on the chin. Every time I turned around, I was taking it on the chin. For 6 years, I took it on the chin. Okay? But I got to dust myself off, man. I got to get back on the saddle. Okay? Just yesterday, an agent in our office had a listing signed, and they reneged. They backed out. It was $1 million listing. She's going to make $25,000. Okay? It was her first deal. That hurts. Okay? That's a punch in the gut. It does hurt. And I'm the first one to admit. It's happened to me. It's happened to every agent I know that's been in the business. It hurts. But you know what? If you sit there and you let it get you down, you're never going to get out of bed the next day. You're not going to go after your next deal. Okay? You got to dust yourself off because it's a cruel world and people are waiting for you to fail. The best success in life is, the best revenge in life is pure success. Okay? The best revenge is success. So you got to dust yourself off as quick as possible and get back on the horse. Okay? Put it behind you. And I always talk to people about if you live your life living in the rear view mirror, you're going to crash. So you got to dust yourself off and get back on the horse. Another thing is always make new connections. You have to always make new connections. Making new connections gives you an opportunity to get to another door that could be opened. Okay? So you have to always be building your network, always be prospecting, always making new connections because you never know where your next deal can come from. It could be from the conversation you had yesterday. It could be from the conversation you're having this morning. Heck, you could be watching this video and get inspired somehow, call up a buddy of yours or a friend of yours that you haven't spoken to and go, hey, you know what, I'm in real estate now. Things are, the market's picking up. What's going on? Oh, I'm glad you called. You know what, I'm looking to buy. Or you know what, my mom just inherited this property. My grandfather passed away, and we need to sell this thing. We don't know what to do with it. We need to sell it, So you have to always make new connections. Keep building your network, okay? Keep building that sphere of influence. And those doors are going to start to open, okay? But you have to persevere. So all these things are tied together, guys, okay? All of them are tied together. Be willing to give a percentage of the deal for access to funds. If you're creating an investment group and you're going to go out and buy properties and start flipping them, or if you're going to go out and start buying properties and portfolioing them, and putting them into a portfolio, I need to work on my vocabulary. But anyway, if you're buying properties and you want to create a group of investors and you're going to syndicate this thing and go out and buy a bunch of houses or a bunch of apartments and start holding them for cash flow, and you want to use your license and your affiliation with AMP to do it, be willing to give up a little percentage of the deal for access for the funds. That's what investors are looking for. Okay, don't be greedy. Be creative. Don't be greedy. Be creative and get it done. Okay, think big. Be willing to give up a small percentage of the deal to get access to the funds. It's not the cost of money. It's the access to money that's important. Okay? Be present and accountable to your team. Be present and accountable to yourself. Be present and accountable to me. Be present and accountable to your investors. Be present and accountable to your clients. Okay? Be present and accountable. Okay? Be willing to face the music, good, bad, or ugly. Okay, that's what part of being an adult, being a responsible adult, having integrity with your business is all about. Be present and accountable. Number 26, face the music, good, bad, and the ugly. Okay? God brought you in, God can bring you out. Okay? Have faith. It all works out in the end. Don't be scared. Face the music, good, bad, or ugly. Okay? And if you made a mistake, be willing to be accountable to it and admit your mistakes. Mistakes are okay as long as you learn from them. See, we're taught in school mistakes are bad. In real life, mistakes are good if you learn from them. Because if you're not making any mistakes, it means you're not doing anything. Okay, I make mistakes every day. Ask my wife. Okay, ask my kids. I mess up all the time. But they're okay as long as you learn from them. Okay? So, and also challenge the status quo. Okay? Don't be content. Don't be complacent. In fact, being content and complacent was one of my worst mistakes I ever made and caused the downfall of my first financial mess that I got myself into and got my family into 6 or 7 years ago because I got complacent. I thought I was the man. I thought I had it all, but I got complacent. I got too comfortable. Okay? And it caused me to dry up. Okay? So challenge the status quo all the time. Be willing to challenge the status quo. It's very important. Number 29, we're almost done. Be willing to be first. Be willing to be first. Okay? It takes guts to go out and be first. It takes guts because you're opening yourself up to criticism. But you know what? Those who criticize are too afraid to do it. Those who are out there judging you, they're too chicken. Okay? They don't have the guts. They don't have that tenacity, that fire to go out and do it. Be willing to be first. You will be rewarded exponentially if you're willing to be first, okay? Because 9 out of 10 businesses fail. 9 out of 10 ventures fail. But if you're willing to be first 10 times, the one time you make it will make you rich, will make you wealthy, will give you the abundance, okay? And just remember, if you're going through a hard time, if you're broke is temporary. Poor is eternal. Broke is temporary. Okay? Broke is circumstantial. Poor is mindset. Okay? Poor is beliefs. Broke is circumstantial. Your circumstances can change. It's only temporary. Okay? Number 30, and I tell my kids this all the time, and I'm going to tell it to you, and I have to remind myself this. Listen twice as much as you speak. You have 2 ears, and you have 1 mouth. Okay? Use those in those proportions. Listen twice as much as you talk. Okay? Loose lips sink ships. Okay? 9 times out of 10, you've already made the sale. You just got to shut up, push the contract in front of them, and let them sign it. You keep overselling, you'll talk them out of it after they were already sold. Okay? So listen to your client's needs. Listen to the investor's needs. Listen to what's going on and be perceptive. Okay? And then ask questions. And you'll get the answers that you're looking for. So I hope these things that I've taught you, or that I'm going through with you, these are the lessons I've learned over the last few years, and I just wanted to take the time to share this with my agents at AMP, and I hope that you listen. I hope that you take this into consideration, because if you plug into what we got going on here at this brokerage, it's going to help you. It's going to motivate you. So for all your real estate needs, just give me a call at 650-587-5059. Shoot me an email, amprealestate@gmail.com. Visit the website, www.amp-realestate.com. Make it a great day. Don't forget, agents, we have our sales contest. Free iPad, $500 bonus. So go out there and make your dreams come true. Have a great day.